Okay. So now we're going to move on to the core of making the Post-it app. Really what we're going to be able to do is put Post-it notes on. And so when we click on the screen, it adds a Post-it. And the limitations of this version are that it's currently based on click event, and if you click anywhere in the screen, it will create a new one. And so they go absolutely anywhere. Let's just go through the main principles. So from previous videos, we set up the function get mouse location, taking the parameter e, calculating the position based on where we click in the window and where the window is in relation to the page, or the page size with all its elements in. The same for y. We were logging that to console, and we know this works now. And then a new function, and it's again named meaningfully, create new Post-it. Notice that there are camel case. Again, this is a convention within JavaScript. And taking those values, mouse X and mouse Y, so in the custom function, we are using parameters of X and Y, and the mouse X and the mouse Y are the arguments that are going through in those parameters. Now the function may seem quite daunting to start off with, and when you get the fully functioned application, it will be quite a bit longer, but most of that is down to styling and the way that occurs in JavaScript, because you can access the styling properties of any element in the document. So the most important part really is the first line and the last line. These two handle the creation of the element and then adding the element to the document. So we'll focus on them first. So strictly speaking, we declare a variable and then we give that variable a name. This allows us to set properties, properties, which could be the attribute, it could be style, a little bit of an abstract. There is anything such as set, apart from set attribute style, the position, the left, the top, the min height. These are all properties, strictly speaking, in JavaScript. So style is the property of this instance of new div, whereas set attribute is a method that is invoked. But before we get to that, we've set up by accessing the document a new element. We just do create element, and then we tell it in that method which element we want to create. Now, this could be a specific part of the document. It could be document, and then we could be accessing by the ID any element within the document, and then adding an element within that element, which is called nesting. One of the things you'll come to terms with in this session really is the parent-child relationship. So currently we are using the document, which is just everything within, and there's nothing there at the moment, which means when we create new posts, they are children of the document. However, if we were to create a container div, then add the create element to that div's ID, what would happen is they would become children of the container, and whilst the container itself would be a child of the document. Things that have got similar levels, so say for instance, if we had a box already there, so all our Post-it notes that are created on the document are boxes that are within the body, they are siblings because they've got the same level in hierarchy. Okay, so the attribute, we're setting the class as Post-it, so we can style anything that's called Post-it. We are setting the position as absolute, so when we send its coordinates, in the form of left and top, so how far from the left and how far from the top. This will mean it positions absolutely, rather than any other methods such as relative, so relative to where it's supposed to be in the document, or fixed, where it's fixed within the window. Okay, we've also got to set a height and a width so we can see the box. Also, giving it a background color helps, a border might help as well. So I've set it as min height 300 pixels and width of 300 pixels. It could get bigger. In practice, when it's finally created, we will probably only use the width value, as there will be content in the box. So once we've accessed the document, we then access the body property. We then make new div a child of the body. Oops. And the event listener is still the same. Get mouse location, and once we've got the mouse location, we then create new post-its. So let's see how that works again. See if there's changes. And you can see anywhere I click on the screen, a new box appears, representing our post-it note. And we will leave it there for now.